So tariffs are starting to come into effect now, but what does that mean for our dash cams? Can we expect the prices of dash cams to start going up moving forward? Well, it looks like for a lot of them, actually, yeah. Remember, tariffs are going to apply to any products that are manufactured in China, Mexico, or Canada, and there's actually a lot of dash cam companies which are based in China or manufacturing out of China. To give you some examples, we've got VFO, for example. They're a Chinese company. There's also Vantrue. There's 70mai, who's a spin-off of Xiaomi. You've got Red Tiger, there's Rove, there's Mio5 and Akio, and even companies like Garmin. I was reading online, they actually manufacture their dash cams in China as well. Now, there are some companies that are actually based in Korea and do their manufacturing there. So, for example, you've got the Thinkware products, as well as the Blackview dash cams. These are actually South Korean companies, and they're made in South Korea, so they're not going to be subject to tariffs. That said, they do have some accessories. So like, for example, the brand new Blackview B130A battery pack, it's just now launching. And even though Blackview is a South Korean company, this battery specifically is made in China. So for that reason, at launch, they were actually having to raise the price here in the US because of the fact that tariffs are now coming into play. And so even companies that are not typically based in China or typically not manufacturing there, some of their accessories might be, and so we can see some price increases there. Similarly, Nextbase, they're based in the UK, but when I took a look at some of the boxes that I've got here, it actually says that they're made in China, and so even a British company is going to be subject to some tariffs there. And this actually makes me wonder, you know, like some of the Korean companies like your Thinkwares and the Blackviews, these dash cams tend to be on the pricier side. I do wonder if the tariffs going into play for a lot of these Chinese companies are going to start raising the prices and kind of start to close the gap between the Korean and Chinese company dash cams. And so there's going to be less of a price difference there. A lot of the cheapy ones that you see online are actually made in China. And so this, I think, much more so than radar detectors and laser jammers, which to the best of my knowledge, none of those companies are making any of their products currently in Mexico, China, or Canada. They're not going to be subject to tariffs and have to deal with the price increases, but it looks like quite a few of our dash cam companies are. And so I do expect the pricing landscape to be changing moving forward. And so we'll have to keep an eye out and see exactly how things continue to unfold.